Why being humble and kind can make you millions. Why character matters. Hey everyone, Crypto Billy here. Today we're going to talk about being humble and kind, about how that impacts your character and how you can make millions. Give you some personal testimony here to tell you and show you why I am so adamant about your character, doing the right thing when nobody's looking, and how this can make you money. We can learn trading strategies. We can make good investment bets. We can invest in land. We can go get an apartment and fix it up and rent it out. There's so many ways to make profit in this world, in America, and it's beautiful. But the long-term strategy is you, investing in you. And that's why we do these motivational mindset videos. I'm trying to show you how to build up yourself so that you can get yourself in a position to make as much money as you want, really. So when I was very young and I had the entrepreneurial bug, I wanted to buy a commercial building downtown. And of course, in those days, I didn't have any money. Saw all these big real estate investors always gobbling things up, and here I am, poor blue-collar Appalachian farm boy. Certainly had an entrepreneurial bug and spirit, business savvy minded at the time, but didn't have any money. What I learned through that was, here's a great opportunity that I identified. I knew what I could do with it if I could get it. I had a plan. And because of my college experience, I was able to write a very nice business plan because I took finance in college. So those skills helped me. But I didn't have any money. What I learned was, when I went to the bank and I showed them my business plan with zero money, I needed to buy this building. What I learned was my character for over 18 years. I was probably 22 at the time, 22, 23, somewhere in that range. My character, who I was, the decisions I made, how I handled myself in public, as a student, as a man, a young man. The banker hadn't known me, right? So it all comes down to connections. So I didn't even really know him that well, but he knew me, he knew my family. And not only did he give me the time of day, but he told me and guided me and said, here's where your holes are at. Why don't you make these adjustments, set up another appointment and come back in and let me see what I could do. Now, he could have certainly in that moment looked and said, no, man, you're going to need X down. You're going to need this, that, and the other thing. He didn't. He gave me grace. And why did he give me grace? He gave me grace, guys, because of who I was, my character, how I handled myself, how I conducted myself in public. For instance, I always say volunteer. Volunteering, you get to know people. So as I wanted to serve, I always say serving, right? You have to serve your people. You have to serve. Well, I started getting involved in the American Legion. I started getting involved in city council. I started getting involved in the Chamber of Commerce. I was broke. I had a good job and I was paying my bills, but I didn't really have any savings yet. And so because I was serving and because of my character, I was able to secure 100% of the cost of the building. And I learned about sweat equity and being able to, as part of the business plan, put down in there X dollars of sweat equity. Sweat equity is utilized to prove, just like cash down. Now, is it going to work for everybody without any reputation? Probably not, right? You have to build up your character. You have to build up your reputation. You have to network. You have to serve. And all of that stuff manifests together, combines together, and it allows you to what? Be lucky. And what is lucky? Where preparation and opportunity meet. So it is what you do today. It is how you conduct yourself today. It is your character today to be able to get in a position and have that break where you actually can start. So I focus on teaching you and coaching you on that stuff. There's plenty of crypto people out there that are going to teach you techniques. They're going to talk to you about different NFT project, different meme coins, different, options trading. They're going to talk to you about all the stuff in crypto, DeFi, all of that, right? DePIN. They're going to talk to you about all that, and you certainly can make your own investment choice with that. I'm going to talk to you about life and how to do it, especially for those young people that are trying to make their way and they need a way out and they need that break. This is how you do it. Your character, being humble and kind, it will set a precedent. Getting out there serving people, serving them with honor, with respect, with dignity. That's how you do it. Now, for those of us that are in our 50s, 60s, it means everything to me when you went through it, you made your millions, you got a great life, your kids are doing well, and the more money you get, the more power and authority and respect you get, the more humble you need to be. When I see people that have great success and celebrity, and the more of that they get, the more power they get, they become less and less humble, become arrogant. That's not going to be Crypto Billy ever, right? And I would highly recommend that if you get to that position, keep this in mind. The more power, the more wealth, the more authority that you get, the more humble you need to be. Keep that in mind. Hopefully that's a great takeaway for you. I hope this helped you think about your investment strategy, your life, and how you can make millions being humble and kind. Love you all. Crypto Billy out.
You can be tough, you can be hard. If you are not a giver, here's my card. There is only one way to win, one way to be well through loving and giving. There is nothing else.